So before we get into today's video, I felt like I needed to disclose that the video we are watching shows depictions of domestic violence. I haven't been able to verify whether or not it's staged, not that it would matter anyway because the depictions of abuse may make some of you uncomfortable either way. So I'm including this warning for some of you who may be particularly uncomfortable with seeing that sort of stuff to click off the video right now. I'm also including the number for the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If you're a victim of domestic violence or even know someone else who is, I encourage you to not let yourselves or anyone else be a victim. Speak up for someone if they can't, because it can save lives. Be strong, be brave, I support you. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video.
Hi.
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 We're having a good day.
We have only had a few fights today, not much. We're doing a lot of progress.
12 seconds later.
And then I had to get an HIV. Ouch! Ow, why did you slap me?
You're not going to turn this into a...
Meet Nick Avocado, a mukbang YouTuber with almost 2 million subscribers. You might be asking yourself, what the hell is a mukbang YouTuber? And if you were to ask me, my answer would be that they are food review channels that don't really review the food and instead just try to eat the entire menu in one sitting. I mean, just look at this mess. Watching people eat like this gives me secondhand heartburn. I don't really see what the appeal is. I'm half convinced it's some bizarre feeder fetish, but Nick Avocado's content stands out from other mukbang channels. Where other mukbangers are just talking about boring topics while eating like actual pigs, Nick is getting into full-on slap fights with his husband, having a meltdown, revealing dramatic information about their relationship, and of course putting down at least 6,000 calories worth of food like it's breakfast. And that's all the stuff that can be just found in one video. His content has everything: romance, action, drama, comedy, even horror. Say what you will about him, at least he's entertaining to watch. I can definitely see why his channel gets so much attention, even though it's debatable whether that's because his content falls in a trendy YouTube subculture, or because people just want to see him fight with his husband.
Room with you. I didn't even want to be in the same room with you.
Bruh.
I don't really know what he was expecting to happen, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not justifying this kind of behavior at all. It's clearly a toxic relationship. But what did you honestly think was going to happen when you burped in his face? Were you expecting him to cower before the stench of your nasty ogre breath, get on his knees and beg for your forgiveness? In all seriousness, if the abuse in this relationship was completely one-sided, I would not be cracking jokes. But they are both equally abusive towards each other. Their relationship is toxic, it's definitely concerning, but they clearly deserve each other. And it's better them doing this to each other instead of someone who absolutely doesn't deserve to deal with this kind of toxic bullshit. By the way, somehow YouTube decided that this video, a video that shows multiple depictions of domestic violence, mind you, is advertiser friendly. That's right, YouTube is demonetizing whole channels for 7 seconds of copyrighted audio or them saying one naughty word, right? But videos where you're shown slapping, punching, and spitting on your husband is advertiser friendly, according to YouTube anyway.
Time you cheated on me when you were in Thailand.
Oh my God.
Same thing. I really enjoyed the last one. You said you really enjoyed the last one. It was your favorite. Your last one. Because it was. I paid for my own food!
Honestly, this part of the video kills me every time I rewatch it. He starts off talking about a serious relationship problem, right? Something that probably ruined the trust of their whole marriage. And then he starts going off about the french fries Nick spilled like minutes before this. This actually happens pretty often in their videos. Orlean will constantly bring up how he's unhappy with the relationship, just to either get cut off by Nick or go off on a completely unrelated tangent about food.
Oh, like two minutes without fighting.
Fork
we can't
for
even go
you.
2 minutes without fighting. Like, we couldn't even make this thumbnail without fighting because we're all
For
always
me.
upset because we're so unhealthy and we're so unhappy. We're just...
Good.
You wouldn't know, you're too busy running your trap.
You make me very stressed, Nick. You're the most stressful person ever. You're so stressful.
Oh, by the way, they have an OnlyFans together. I'm not exactly sure who would want to see either of these two naked, but it's out there if you're curious.
Stop hitting me. I'm not hitting you.
Stop! Oh, my finger!
Away from me, you big grizzly bear.
I'm not grizzly bear!
Yeah, you're big. Pumbaa.
I'm not grizzly bear! no!
Remember, this is completely advertiser friendly according to YouTube. You can beat your husband and still get paid, but you can't say the F word. After all, what would children or advertisers do if they heard you using naughty language while posting videos of domestic violence? And if I sound salty about it, that's because I am. As a commentary YouTuber, this is a pretty big slap in the face. Now, I really can't verify whether or not the violence depicted in this video is legitimate. It's possible it can be staged for shock value, and Nick Avocado seems like the kind of person to do something like that for attention. Either way, the fact that he's normalizing domestic violence like this in his videos is pretty disgusting. Even more disgusting than the guttural sounds coming from him when he huffs down those burgers.
You.
Now? Can I eat now?
I don't know. This is done. It's like, it says treasure in my mouth raw.
Why the do you have to talk with your mouth full? Have you no manners?
I have to agree with Orlean here. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but people who talk with their mouths full of food are absolutely disgusting. Like, don't even talk to me if you're still working your way through a cheeseburger. I do not want your regurgitated bird spittle getting on me just so you can repeat a joke you probably stole off of a Facebook status. Like, I totally get wanting to stay active in a conversation, but trust me when I say this, more people will take what you have to say seriously when you're not spitting chunks of beef out of your face when you talk.
One time we were fighting, and he had the knives. He was cleaning the knives in the kitchen. I was very afraid he'd take one and throw it at me.
How dare you? What, did you just hit me?
I would never throw a knife at you.
You did. Well, you just hit me.
That's different. You slobbering oaf.
Don't hit me.
Don't lie. I didn't throw a knife at you.
I didn't say that. You did. Well, you just hit me. You did. Well, you just hit me.
Now, this is interesting because this does imply there's abuse that goes on behind the scenes, but Orlean's reaction to an accusation of physical violence is somehow more physical violence. Okay, look guys, seriously, there's only two conclusions here. Either A, it's a legitimately abusive relationship for both of them, which if that's the case, they need a divorce and therapy to work out both of their issues. Or B, it's staged for attention, which would make Nick Avocado one of the scummiest YouTubers on this platform in my eyes. Because you just don't take that kind of stuff and put it on the internet, because if people get concerned and report it, you know, trying to do the right thing, and the authorities find out it's just a prank, you've made the authorities waste time they could have spent to help actual abuse victims. But as I said before, I can't verify this one way or the other.
Oh.
Stop wasting food! Don't waste food! Don't waste food.
Stop!
Pick up the french fries. Stop wasting food.
This man right here literally cares more about those french fries than he does for his own husband. He has and is still ready to throw hands over those fries. It would be funny if it wasn't completely sad. It's still a little funny. I can't lie to you guys. It's still a little funny.
Give me my shoe. I don't care about your hat. They already know you're bald.
Okay, maybe not the most healthy YouTube couple, but perhaps I'm misreading this. Maybe there's more to their relationship than what we're just seeing. I mean, sure, it's physically abusive, but maybe they have a kind support network they have for each other. They build each other up. They don't tear each other down. Let's see what they have to say about each other.
In New York, away from you.
Good luck going up and down those stairs.
Yeah, thank you for your luck.
To get a life alert before you move there. You know, if you fall on your back, have you ever seen a turtle on its back when it falls over? That would be you.
Can you be quiet?
You'd be like a turtle.
Can you be quiet?
You'd just be
Can you
struggling
be
on your
quiet? I
hunchback,
just want to
trying
eat.
to get back up.
Can you please be quiet? I just want to eat. No one likes your jokes anymore.
Okay, damn, never mind. I can't believe Nick's husband just said he's like a turtle on his shell when he tries to get up. That one joke was more brutal and mean-spirited than this entire video was. Jesus Christ. I think the only time they were respectful, or the very least tolerant of one another, was when they were eating. However, that's most likely because neither of them could understand one another with all the grease and cheese clogging their throats. All jokes aside, this kind of relationship dynamic is toxic, abusive, and should never be normalized. And Nick did edit this video before he uploaded it, so I'm just flabbergasted at how much bad and personal things about him and his husband he left in the video. I mean, you knowingly left in parts where your husband called you a fat pig and compared you to a turtle on its shell. But I'm done watching this video. I mean, I just feel gross. I feel like I need a shower after watching this shit show. So if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you thought, and I'll see all you wonderful people in the next video.